Hey everybody, it's Ken with AMN. I'm back, and I think I almost died, like 2 weeks ago. And I've been wanting to make a video, but I almost died, and then I went to Kansas City, where I didn't die, and then I came home. So, something that I don't talk about because I never really considered it part of my whole AMN struggles and everything as part of life is that along with AMN, I also have Addison's disease, which if you have AMN or ALD, there's quite possibility you have Addison's disease. It doesn't affect everybody, but it's kind of comes with it. So what is Addison's disease? And I'm going to read this from the internet because, again, I guess I never fully understood it and didn't think that it mattered to me, but what I experienced 2 weeks ago, I think it matters to me. So let's go ahead and read this, and then I'll kind of tell my story. Addison's disease, also known as adrenal insufficiency, is an uncommon disorder that occurs when your body doesn't produce enough of certain hormones. In Addison's disease, your adrenal glands, located just above your kidneys, produce too little cortisol and often too little aldosterone. Addison's disease occurs in all age groups and both sexes and can be life-threatening. Treatment involves taking hormones to replace those that are missing. So yeah, life-threatening. My endocrinologist that I first saw never really told me, okay, this is life-threatening, but you need to take these pills every day. Fantastic. Addison's disease symptoms usually develop slowly, often over several months. Often the disease progresses so slowly that symptoms are ignored until a stress, such as illness or injury occurs and makes symptoms worse. Signs and symptoms may include extreme fatigue, weight loss and decreased appetite, darkening of your skin, hyperpigmentation, which has always been a thing, because I'm fairly tan here, and then over here I'm not tan, but it is the darkening of the skin. I'm in an office most all day, so I'm not out tanning, so this is just natural. Assault craving, low blood sugar, nausea, diarrhea, or vomiting, abdominal pain, muscle or joint pains, irritability, that's me sometimes, depression or other behavioral symptoms, and in women, body hair loss or sexual dysfunction. That says just in women for that. Now, I'm going to read you this, and then I think I'm going to tell you my story. Acute adrenal failure, also known as an Addisonian crisis. Sometimes the signs and symptoms of Addison's disease may appear suddenly. Acute adrenal failure, Addisonian crisis, can lead to life-threatening shock. Seek emergency medical treatment if you experience the following signs and symptoms: severe weakness, confusion, pain in your lower back or legs, severe abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea leading to dehydration. Luckily, that didn't happen. Reduced consciousness or delirium. In the Addisonian crisis, you will also have low blood pressure and high potassium. When to see a doctor? I've already seen my doctor, but they're basically saying darkening areas of the skin. This has always been one of the original things with AMN and Addison's disease in general, and it says muscle and joint pains. So the reason why I died is the Addisonian crisis. So here's what happened 2 weeks ago. And this all kind of comes play with AMN, which causes my issue. So it's a Saturday morning. I didn't eat anything yet this morning, but I took my daily hydrocortisone supplement, which is what I take, which is supposed to help with the adrenal glands. It kind of gives me what my body doesn't produce. I did that. I went about my day. This channel, I bought a stack of lottery tickets. And I've got a bank deposit. I had to go to the bank. I've got my brother on the phone, as he always usually is, over to blabbing. And I went to get in my car, and I'm in a hurry, in a rush. I got my leg braces on. I got to be careful when I get in my car. I don't want to snap my leg brace. So whatever happened, I was not careful enough because my butt didn't make it to the seat, and my butt made it to the pavement in the middle of a rainstorm, mind you. Lottery tickets all over the ground. These are the scratch-off kind. They're all over the ground. I got my brother over here on the phone just blabbering, having no clue what's happening. And everything started spinning. Everything started spinning. When I went down, I kind of screwed up my leg a little bit, and there I am, just on the ground. I'm trying to get my leg. I'm trying to come back to earth, and I'm trying to get my leg to come back alive. So I get up. I did get up. I managed to pick up all the lottery tickets. I get in the car. I'm trying to get my grips. I mean, everything is still I'm a little little hairy, but I was starting to come back. My left leg hurt really bad, and it didn't hurt, but it was just stiff. And so I got this bank deposit over here. I gotta get going. With AMN, we fall, we get back up, we keep going. But in this instance, this was totally new to me and different. So I go to the bank. I sit in the bank parking lot, mind you, for probably 20 to 25 minutes, just out of it. I was just closing my eyes. I felt like I needed to vomit. I don't know if that had to do with the spinning or what was going on. And I'm looking at it back now, and I'm like, I should have took myself to the emergency room because it was just. But so I'm then like, okay, I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I do need some sugar. So I drive over to McDonald's. I go through the drive-through. I come back to the bank parking lot. I gotta make that bank deposit, damn it! And I'm eating my McDonald's, and I'm just starting to feel a little better. But it was still, I probably still sat there for a half hour. Finally, so I got my gumption to go inside. Why did I go through the drive-through? Well, I didn't fill out a deposit form, so I had to go and fill out my slip. Even though I'm sure they would have did at the drive-through, but like everything else with AMN, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Yeah, I got issues, but what was me that I wanted to hobble in there. My left leg was so hurt. It was all stiff, and I'm like, I managed up there. I mean, this is like a $1,600 bank deposit. It was cash. It was a whole bunch of stuff, and I got it up there. I deposited. Okay, I come back, and somehow I managed to go home. I did go home, and I hobbled in here, and I just went to bed, and I just laid there and just tried to figure out really what was going on. And after some time's cleared, I think I took a bath, and my butt hurt because going down, that hurt on the tailbone. And then I decide to get back up, and I go back to the place where I bought my lottery tickets, which I'm there a lot if you watch this lottery channel, and I decide to go there, and they have the PA skill fake slot machines, and I decided to do a little bit there. And I got up, I walked from there, and I'm walking over, and whatever happened, I basically fell, but whatever, I got back up okay. Then I'm standing there, and I don't know what happened, but literally, it was just like, I'm standing, and I literally just fell to my butt again, and everything started spinning again. And this is all a course of probably 3 hours, maybe, or no, it was probably more than that. It was probably 4 or 5 hours. But I think at this point, the crisis might have been over, but the whole continuing to do things when I should have stopped and slowed down, the thing that gets me in. I'm trying to go back and read this. Reduced consciousness or delirium. Honestly, when I'm sitting in the bank parking lot, I'm fairly certain that's what was happening. So, and if you read that, it says it can lead to life-threatening shock. Seek emergency medical treatment. So that's which I know at one point in all of this, my original endocrinologist prescribed me it's like a syringe to shoot yourself up, which is pretty much a hydrocortisone. Because what happened was, I went down, and where everyone else's body will shoot extra cortisone in to make up for the fall and the shock, I got nothing, which is pretty much, so it's potential that could have killed me, which is, it's eye-opening, because again, I didn't think of Addison's disease as whatever. Okay, I'm taking some pills. The pills are helping me. But when you combine AMN with Addison's disease, I don't think it's a good combo, and it sucks that the two go together. But so I'm going to my endocrinologist. People are like, "Go! You should have went to your doctor." My problem is in Pennsylvania, I have both of my doctors that I did have since left, and they pretty much didn't give me new doctors because they know I go to Boston and I'm seeing specialists there, which know a hell of a lot more than what they do here. I could have went to the emergency room, I suppose, but it's like, then they're Googling because they've got nobody else like this. So it's just, but I'm going to see my endocrinologist next month. I'm going to explain the situation to him and just see if it makes sense. Maybe I do need the syringe thingy again. I know last time my insurance would cover it, and I had to pay like $75. And, I never used it, and I know when I'm sick, I'm supposed to take extra hydrocortisone because, again, your body's fighting and your body's not, you can't do it, because of that, you're not getting that cortisol. So yeah, so I know I get people that watch this that have AMN. It's just not my normal viewers. And if anyone else out there has Addison's disease and wants their input, but yeah, almost died. I almost died at Puffs, the tobacco mart where I was at. I'm there a lot, so I would have been happy to die there, but thank goodness I didn't. But yeah, that's my story of my Addisonian crisis. Did I almost die? Until next time, see ya.